Ooh, nice
Oh,
swimming pool. Welcome back to Resident Evil.
this is where the people swim when they get.
I like how it's full. Like, people were just swimming in this yesterday.
Yeah, the zombies were just chilling over here. Because the residence is pretty close by, so I guess there's a pool here for swimming. But it's also a puzzle.
Ooh, they really did upscale this scene, didn't they? Ooh.
Yeah, doesn't look too good. It looks like PlayStation 1.
So, let's talk about the effects, or like how did all of the people in the mansion start being infected, or how'd they all become zombies?
That's explained in the laboratory in some memos. Trying to remember exactly.
Because it seems like they've been zombies for a while.
Oh, well, it's actually explained in Zero.
Oh, okay.
So this guy, Dr. Marcus, he's actually the guy who created the T virus, and he created the T virus from like leeches or something.
That's right. Oh, I remember Zero now with the guy with the like white cloak. Is
Yeah,
he like a cult leader or something?
well, that's Dr. Marcus in his younger self, because Dr. Marcus is assassinated by Albert Wesker and William Birkin, and they take his T virus research, and even William Birkin in the cutscene's like, "I will take your T virus research." Ha 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 ha. It's really cheesy.
I will take your research.
So it's sort of foreshadowing what happens to William Birkin,
Yep.
but they take his research, but one of Marcus's infected leeches crawls into his body, and he's reborn as like a younger version of himself, but he's also like a leech zombie.
Like one of
It's
those leech zombies from Five,
yeah.
like that you have to put in the incinerator.
Is that 5? You do that in Outbreak, I remember, in one of the scenarios.
Yeah,
Oh
you
wait,
and
there
you,
is one in 5. You're right about
you
that
and
too.
Sheva have to like run around this big open area, or it's like a big ring of a room, and then you have to like make the enemy follow you into a furnace, and you have to shut the door on it, and then
Yes.
turn it on.
There is a boss in Outbreak where you do like the exact same thing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think yeah, you're right, that's in 5 as well.
Look at all these pretty blue
So
flowers.
as revenge, Dr. Marcus just spreads the T virus throughout the Arclay Mountains, basically.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's the explanation.
He
It's
probably infected a lot of animals too.
yeah, he infected this house,
Snakes.
snakes, everything. Like he just like kind of let it run loose, and the T virus it keeps spreading.
Is it
You
like a
know, like
cloud?
you drop it, it's a no, it's like a liquid, I think.
Okay. And it just absorbs
But
into the stuff.
it can just be easily absorbed. So like when you like break open a vial of T virus, like if you're right next to that, like you're just infected, I guess. It's really, really potent and contagious.
So it's not a blood-borne virus.
No.
You got your cool Magnum. You got your what is it, buddy system?
My buddy system. My Python, that's what it's called, I believe.
A Python.
Yeah. Let me see. I think
Kind
it
of phallic.
says it is because the buddy system, the Python. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Barry is a creepy dude. He thinks of his guns like they're his penis.
Yep.
Oh, Silver Serpent.
Oh,
My
even
bad.
worse.
Oh, it's a pretty badass Magnum though.
Yeah, that gun looks like it was in 4. Looks
Yeah,
like
the
the
hand
hand cannon.
cannon.
Yeah.
Gonna save it for later though. So they fucked up one of the soundtracks in this residence area.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know when we
Sure.
get to it.
Okay.
But it's double timed and it's up like an octave or two, and it just sounds really strange.
Just in this version of it,
Just in HD remaster,
right? Okay.
and it's only like a couple tracks. But it just bothers me because it doesn't sound as scary.
And you're gonna climb it?
In fact, this is one of the tracks. It's really hard to hear, but It's not supposed to be that fast, and it's supposed to be like an octave lower.
Okay.
Oh shit, I'm gonna need the lighter. Fuck. Ooh, get some.
Gross.
So yeah, that spider, like the T-virus just makes spiders huge and more dangerous. And we saw the snake. What the fuck?
Is that a girl on a poster back there?
Fuck, I'm poisoned, dude.
Well, there's a lot of blue herbs back there.
Yeah. Yep, there's a girl right there. There's a lot of just pictures, posters of naked women. What the fuck? Even after it's dead. I've never actually had that happen before.
You just walk in the poison.
Yeah, I've never had that happen where you walk in the goo and you get poisoned. That's a first. Guess there's a first time for everything.
I guess.
Even if you've played the game
But is
like
it-
100
okay.
times.
I think I've heard that poison has to be ingested. And venom is like I don't know. Like you don't call a snake poisonous, you call it venomous.
Venomous, yep. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to say a bunch of dumb stuff because I've already said a bunch of dumb stuff as it is,
No, you're pretty knowledgeable about this game for sure.
but not about poison or venom.
No, but yeah, I don't understand why you would be poisoned by walking through a piece of goo.
I'm wearing boots.
Yeah, your goo boots are poisoned, I guess. You're
That-
absorbed.
I've never had that happen. That seems really odd.
Well, now he's gone, so it's
Yeah, so we're all good.
fine. Ooh, nice little candle. Oh boy.
You see that eye?
Kind of?
It's a part of a puzzle. So it's that eye. That eye is
Was there an arm wrestling tournament?
yeah,
Awesome.
tournament. But there's nobody here, no zombies so far that have been that beefy. Unless like maybe you lose all your muscle mass when you turn into a zombie. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, because you're dead. Your body's decomposing. Oh, I see the eye in the bottom
Yeah,
there.
so that eye is associated with green, and we get the colors. The colors are also related to like pool balls. So you
Okay.
have a color, you have an eye, and you have a number that we have to remember.
That's really interesting. So red, you have red, green, and then there's gonna be purple or blue or
There's
something.
orange, and I don't remember what kind of eye goes with orange.
And it's red blood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know. That book seems interesting.
It's part of a puzzle. There's like a bookshelf. See, there's butt right there.
Nice, but
Just butt. Nothing else.
and there's a bunch of dartboards. I saw like 3 so far.
Yeah, this is just where they hang out, I guess, and party. Yeah, alright. So, we need to remember 5, 6, and 3. Here.
You gonna write some down?
Yep.
Good idea.
But you're gonna write it down for me.
Okay. So I just put like orange 5 or something?
So yeah, orange 5.
Green 6.
Green 6, and 3 red. And you're good at drawing too, so we're gonna draw these eyes quick.
Okay, the orange one has like dots on the side.
Yes. This is really old school when you have to write stuff down.
Yeah, I like it though.
Like,
It's fun.
you
And
don't
then you get to like look at your notes, be like, "Oh, I remember that puzzle. Oh, that puzzle was great."
And then you don't have to write it down again. You just write it down once and then you have something to refer to.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in my GameCube version of this game, like in the manual at the very end, there's a section where it's just notes, spaces for notes. So if you look at you have my GameCube version. If you look at it, I have a bunch of notes in the back of the manual.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. So that one was like a cat's eye.
It's pretty necessary, like if you want to speed run this game, you kind of have to have notes.
To remember, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's just an opaque eye.
Because then I don't have to even bother with doing this. Because this eats up a little bit of time.
And you just know what to do. You just light the candles or no, you don't even have to.
I don't think you have to light them, but
Just do it.
you just have to know the numbers, the colors, and the eye types. All right,
Do it.
here we go.
Do it to it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, something's wrong with me. 2, something's
Don't
wrong.
even sing that song.
I remember when we made that home movie, like way back when we were making movies with Wayne,
Oh yeah.
and we had that song. Like we made Charlie of the Dead,
Yep.
and the ending zombie fight scene. We had that song playing in
How
the
did we
back.
make it? How did we make it play? Just like on.
There was the
boombox?
stereo in the basement of the house,
Oh,
and we just played it. We had a CD like with a bunch of different songs, and one of the songs was that song. I
Yeah, we
forgot
were
what-
awesome.
Yeah. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, that song was heavy at the time when I was
Yeah,
a
it was
little-
popular, and yeah. But do you remember? Recently I rewatched Ace Ventura, and they had Cannibal Corpse in there.
Yes.
And what were they playing? Like
Hammer Smashed Face.
And how does that riff go? It's like. Yeah, that part. Then when they're like headbanging.
Oh man, I remember the first time you showed me them. You were watching Ace Ventura on cable TV,
Sure.
and you're like, Charlie, come check out this band. They're heavier than Slayer. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no band heavier than Slayer.
Sure enough.
And then I saw this part. I was like, well, that's interesting.
I've never seen something like that.
I've never heard this type of music before.
How old were you at the time? Do you remember?
I was like 13 years old, I think.
Jeez, Charlie, you have such a good memory when it comes to crap like that. Like
Well,
pivotal moments in your life, you're like, I remember this, and I will remember
I
this
remember,
forever.
Yeah, I remember like that summer when I got into Cannibal Corpse. It was right before like 8th grade,
Okay.
because like that was I was jamming a lot with CJ and Brandon and Keith. So I remember that summer
Okay.
because of that, and I remember that I started getting into really heavy music at that time too. So like it's just things that I associate certain things with certain times, and that's just how I remember like certain things.
Yeah, that would make sense for how you would relate back to like, oh, how did I discover this band? And you would just like
Yes.
jump back into the past and be like, oh, okay, I can relate that memory to certain things. What's happening here?
Barry's talking to somebody.
Oh, Barry, what the hell are you doing here?
Just wait till you hear his excuse. His bullshit excuse.
She's like, okay. Sounds like Barry.
Oh, it's so funny.
Jill,
Barry,
He's crying.
someone talking.
He looks so drunk.
heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You alright? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting worried, aren't I? But don't know why. This creepy mansion's gotten on my nerves. Anyway, let's go outside. Get some fresh air for a change.
Why? Those eyes.
Just gonna get some fresh air. I'm lucky I get to waste some monsters along the way.
I killed them all already.
All right.
He's so full of shit though. There was totally another voice. Like if I had the volume up a little more, like you could hear somebody's voice.
I'm sure
I
we'll hear-
heard somebody else's voice.
You probably could hear it in the edit, maybe.
Yeah. And sure enough, later on, when you leave the residence, you find Mr. I heard that Barry will have to do what I say or whatever.
And we'll be back in the next episode. We're going to take a potty break, it looks like.
Yes, I might have to take a real one anyway.
All right, we'll be back.
Bye.